Hello everyone. Today in this demo, we are going to learn how to use Mulesoft Credentials Vault to secure the customer data. In our IT world, we see that we get a requirement every time that how can we secure the customer data, how can we encrypt the data, and at the same time, if any authorized access is there, or if our Mule application or any IT application wants to access the data, it should be able to access it very securely, and we should be able to protect this data against any hacking. Let's start by installing the Anypoint solution, that is Anypoint Enterprise Security solution. For that, let's go to this help menu, and if you see here, we have this option install new software, and click on add here. I have this link here saved with me. You can find this link on Anypoint website easily. Just provide any name here. And the location. Click OK. So it is a premium thing. For me, it is already installed. When you will execute this, you will see 5 or 6 different features, and just select the premium and just install them the way we install any other connector. Once you install it, it will ask you to restart the Anypoint Studio. Just restart it. Once the installation is done, you should be able to see this secure property placeholder under Mulesoft palettes. Okay, so let's start by creating a properties file under source main resources. Just right click and go to new and file, and we can give the name as, let's say, pro.properties. Okay, and if we click on this, it provides an option where we have to add the properties to this. It says open with Mule properties editor. Once you click on that, it will provide an option here to add a new property. So just click on this green button, and let's say you want to encrypt a username for a Salesforce database. So I will provide the key as username, and the value for now I'm providing just my name, and let's encrypt it. During encryption, it will ask for the different algorithms. I'm just using Blowfish. You can provide any algorithm here, and in the key you can provide the key with which you want to encrypt it. So I'm providing my key here. You can use any other key. Click OK, and it has encrypted the value of the username here, and if you decrypt it, it will give you the same value, and if you encrypt it, it will give the this encrypted value here. Click OK. So it has added a username key here under production properties. You can see this, and at the same time you can add a lot of properties in the same way. So you have to follow the same process, the one which we followed. In the same file, we can add it's not necessary that you have to add the encrypted properties. You can add other properties also. Let's say we add a property called we always timeout. Okay. So this property is not encrypted. So by looking at both of these properties, you can see that this has this wrapper around this, but this doesn't have the wrapper around this. So we can see that this property is encrypted. So let's see how we can use this property in our flow. So for that, what we will do is we need to create a secure property placeholder. That is, let's go to one of the flow where you want to use this property. So this is my sample flow, and if you go under global elements, I already have created this secure property placeholder. Let me delete this, and let me create a new secure property placeholder. So I will use this option, click OK, and we have to provide some details here. So we have to select the same encryption algorithm which we have given there, Blowfish, and I'm using the default mode for encryption and the key. So if you will provide the key here, it will be used in order to encrypt that username. But if you want to pass that key at runtime, when you are starting your application, or an ops admin want to pass that key, so for that we will just provide a property here. So let's say we provide a production dot property, and the location will be, in the location you will provide pro.properties, the name of the properties file where you want to use this to encrypt it, pro.properties. Okay, and let's click on the save. So we have added this property here, and in order to test it in our local environment, we will go to our mule-app.properties, and we need to add these two properties here. So this is production.property, which we have added in the secure property placeholder. So here we have to provide the key which we have used for encryption, and this is the environment which I'm providing here, production, which right now we don't need it, but when we are deploying it, and in case you want this pro.properties to be picked up by default, then you will provide it here. Right now you can delete it, it's not required. So let's see let's test it. So for testing purpose, I have created a sample flow, and very minimal configurations I have done. So if you go to this HTTP, there is nothing, just I want to just invoke this flow, so I have provided the port number as 8095 and localhost. Okay, and in the logger I'm printing the Salesforce username here, $Salesforce username. So I will remove the Salesforce because it is from my previous thing. So I will just provide $username, and let's verify if we have the username only there. Yeah, it is username, and let's run it. So let's see the console logs. So we can see that this app is deployed successfully. Let's test it. So I'm just invoking that endpoint and trying to print the username in my logs, just to see that if it is accessible. So we can see that it is able to print the username here, ashcoyer2. So if we remove any of the steps in between the way we have explained in this demo, then this is not going to print, it is going to throw an error to you. So just follow all of these steps to use the Mulesoft credentials vault. And if you deploy it on Cloud Hub or on premises, then you can use a command which I'm going to provide you. So this username we have printed on in the local system. On Cloud Hub or on our on-premises edition, we can use this command which we can pass through while invoking our flow, while invoking our application. And here I'm providing the same key. It can be used by the ops admin or any operational person who is authenticated to use this key for encrypting the properties. If you think in terms of the customer data and you are encrypting with this and it is being passed at runtime, there's no way anyone can access this data, and that way you can secure your application. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please provide your feedback, and I would love to work on your feedback comments. Thank you.